Yo, this is your boy Bishopshatta vlog. I'm gonna try and do something different today. I'm actually in a great mood, great mood. And my last videos have been depressing. So I was looking at that today, and I said, "Man, we're gonna do something different." Um, just to explain to you, yeah, I'm back at my apartment with my girl. And if you wonder what the hell is playing in the background, it's the Cincinnati Bengals versus the Houston Texans, fourth quarter. I've been watching this and I'm going, man, this is a crazy game. It's going all over the place. But anyway, um, I'm gonna literally freestyle this video. I'm going based off of what I see, and I'm gonna talk to you as if you're here with me, and you're trying to figure out like, damn, dude, it's like, what's this? And I'm just gonna go from there. As you can see, man, first pick, Bayonetta, and I somehow got Bayonetta 2. And I ain't got no money. How the hell did you get Bayonetta 2, dog? I'll explain it to you. To let you know, before I even start on that, this bad boy, earlier this year, on when I, damn, he got sacked. Man, this game is crazy, but I want to keep talking to y'all and try to watch this game at the same time. It's gonna be funny, but but Amazon had Bayonetta still fresh, and I was like, man, I still want this game. I already got a copy of it, but I wanted a collector's. And after I left Best Buy, they gave me my last check. It was like 100 and something, and I just decided to get some games that excuse me, that I could afford and that made sense, without breaking the bank. First thing popped in my head was Bayonetta. I was like, yeah, I want to collect that. That's a collector's item. So this bad boy right here is still in the plastic. Still in the plastic. Yesterday I got this. My sister, when I went into surgery, she was asking me like, well, what do you need, to help with your rehab? And I was like, video games. That was the first thing popped in my head. I was like, video games. And that's when it hit me. I was like, oh no, I got a video game on deck. And my sister was like, what you mean on deck? I was like, I got some trade-in credit from GameStop, but I can't afford to get the rest of it because my situation. I was with my new job. I had it planned out. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get that. Da 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 da. And I'm in the hospital saying I can't get this and I can't get that. Da 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 da. This sucks. You know what I'm saying? So my sister's like, I got you. What's the game? What you need to pick up? The Evil Within. The Evil Within. What the hell is that? I was just like, Kanata just follow me on that. She went back and got it for me, but the messed up thing was, in my mind, I'm gonna be in the hospital playing this game. That was literally my mindset when I told her that. So I was like, yeah, because I had a private room, and they had the big screen in there. Well, it wasn't big, but flat screen was big enough to put in there. I'm telling my best friend, I was like, hey, could you help my girlfriend get my PS3, bring it here so we can play it. And we tried to do that and it didn't work. So I just to explain to you that first video y'all saw of me, I was telling you I had cancer and whatnot, and it was October 30th. Oh, sorry, October the 25th. I literally was watching the game on YouTube because that's the only way I could check it out, and that's what put in my mind. I said, man, I gotta let people know what the hell is wrong with me, because I want to go on SRK and tell them, hey, I'm hyped for this game and da 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 da, and can't do it because I don't have the energy, and I'm going back and forth in my mind, and my mind was on methadone at the time. Even if you couldn't tell in the video why my eyes kept going sideways and I couldn't stay focused, that's not me. That was the methadone. That methadone was kicking hard. That was the only way I could talk. So y'all gonna tackle him? All right, Hill. Anyway, damn, I'm getting distracted. Okay, my bad. Oh yeah, just make sure I wasn't lying. Didn't I tell y'all? I went to pick up Destiny and got sick. There it is. I had to take the game back, but I said I'm keeping the shirt because I was too sick. Like I'm too sick to play the game, but I ain't too sick to wear the shirt. But I never got to wear it because I found out later I'm too sick to put this on. Anyway, so I had to watch the game in the hospital on YouTube, and that was the worst idea I ever did. You know why? If you've ever seen the game and you've ever been in my position, the hospital in real life and the video game look very similar. And there were some spots where I was sitting there thinking to myself, that was a bad idea. Why the hell did I look at this game? I'm going to CT to get a checkup, and in the game there's a character that I think he's like the main protagonist. He's the main focus, but you won't know until you play the game. He keeps repeating stuff. If you say something, he'll keep repeating it. He said, "It's in your mind. It's in your mind. It's in your mind." It was like that. I had just took that. I was on methadone, and I just took that the dye for the CT, and that CT was making me just like, ugh, man, this shit is nasty. And so we're getting ready to go to. They're going to sit me down, and this kind of pissed me off because back in the day when I was healthy, I knew how to take patients to where they needed to go, and I never had a patient have to carry stuff for me to take them to where they needed to go. And now I got this chick behind me telling me, "Can you hold the IV while we go to the elevator?" I'm like, okay. Anyway, she was just like, "Well, we gotta go to CT." For some reason, for like 10 minutes, I said, "We gotta go CT, CT, CT." I kept doing it, and that's when that's when I snapped out. I said, "I gotta stop watching this game." I said, "I gotta stop watching this game. This ain't right." But I got over it. And you know, I went to GameStop yesterday, and I told him, I said, "Damn, dude, you know, I'm supposed to pick up Bayonetta 2. I ain't got the cash. I got this game in my hand, and I don't know what to do." And he just said, "You can exchange it." So you know, I exchanged game for game. So I'm keeping this as a collector's item as well. I'm not opening this. I'm not opening this. Even if JP Kellum helps me out, man, I'm not opening this. This is gonna help with my therapy, man. Cause as soon as I thought about this game, I did this. You can't read it, but it says "Cancer must die." My doctors, including my sister, was telling me. She said, "Okay, you're on chemo. Your whatchamacallit, your blood cells white blood cells gonna drop, so you might want to keep yourself in check." So I'm from Omaha, Nebraska. We already on paranoid right now with diseases, and I'm gonna be in public, and I'm not scared to tell people I'm sick, but I'm trying to educate people on why I'm sick. So that's why I did that. So when I went outside yesterday, I'm telling my girl I gotta do this, and she's like, "Why are you gonna do this?" She was going back and forth. She was all nervous. I said, "The reason why I'm gonna do this is because I'm not dead yet." She's like, "What do you mean by that?" I said, "I'm on show everybody that just because you got cancer, that don't mean you're dead. Like, you're supposed to give up." I ain't giving up. I ain't giving up for nobody, man. I'm fighting this. I'm about to bang. I want to bang like a Hoover Crip. Like, seriously, I'm dead serious. I told her, I was like, we banging like Hoover Crips up in here. I ain't going out without a fight. I said my mom didn't chump out when she got sick, and was telling me, Bishop, I got cancer and I'm not gonna be here tomorrow. She didn't talk to me like that. She just said, I got cancer, we're gonna pray about it, and we're gonna do what we need to do to keep it moving. And my mom lasted 7 years. When everybody and their mama was telling my mom, you'll be dead in a week. That's why it's in me to tell you, life is not as hard as it may seem. It ain't over, y'all. It ain't. We're gonna keep it moving. What I loved about yesterday, when I finally got out the crib, we had to do some returns because, excuse me, I got the camera going all over the place. We had to do some returns. That Toys R Us deal in America, JP, you ain't gonna know about this, but this week they had like Wii U games. If you buy one, you get 40 off. I try to get the hookup, so I was like, man, let's do this. Man, I went there. They didn't have Wonderful 101, but they had Smash, and I was like, the chemo fog started kicking in, so I forgot what was going on. We snatched it up, and when the chemo fog wore off was by the time I woke up the next day, and I was like, what did I just do? What did I just do? And that's when my girl was like, well, you did this and you did that, and I said, I didn't want that. And she was like, you dragged me out here to get this. And I was like, damn, my bad. Because the only reason why I got money right now, my job gave me a hiring bonus and didn't tell me. So I'm scared with the state. There's like, I just told them I only got $5 in the bank. I wake up the next day, I got $300 in the bank. Huh? Where does money come from? I'm calling my boss. She was like, don't worry, that you're supposed to have that. I said, I wish I would have told me that before I got sick. Cause damn, Cincinnati, y'all ain't trying to lose. Okay. Anyway, I'm freaking out over that. So I was like, man, we gotta get rid of this money quick, because I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want you getting in trouble. Blah 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 blah. So we did what we did, and now we here. And I had to take everything back because I found out my girl didn't have cable, internet, and we was over like a hun. So I was like, damn, I gotta help you with that. So I took everything back, got the internet back up, and I'm not gonna get that until Tuesday. But I'll be straight. I'll be straight. But yesterday was a crazy day because the funny thing is, if y'all remember, Obama came out and was talking about, yeah, everybody kind of come out the shadows. Vatos is everywhere, and I have zero issues with my Hispanic, Mexican, I don't care where you from, demographic that's in my neighborhood. My thing was, this was the very first time that I had seen. I've been to other states. I've been to California, I've been to Dallas, I've been to Missouri, and the very first time I saw Hispanic, in my opinion, was when I went to Cali, and I was in San Diego, and I ate a churro, and I fell in love with Hispanics, because I was like, damn, this is good, and I'm like 10 years old, and Boys in the Hood just came out, so I was getting really educated that year. So I've never seen that many Hispanics in one spot when I was a little kid. Now, as an adult, I'm 33, I go to the mall. A mall that was dead 2 years ago. We go in there just because I had a craving for this spaghetti. Sbarro. I don't like Sbarro, but I like food. And whatever my craving is, I gotta eat it. Since I'm sick, I gotta eat whatever I crave. So I went in there. We didn't know that they closed that one out, but when we went in there, it was so deep with Hispanics. Me and my girl was looking at each other, and we just instantly smiled, because little did they know, my girl is Hispanic. She blacker than an ace of spades, but she she be cussing me out in Spanish every day. You know, whether I'm sick or not, she be calling me a liar in Spanish. Call me a, I think she said a mentiro or something like that. And I get her back. I was like, man, don't be calling me that, Pichahota. I'll be going back and forth. But anyway, it was a beautiful day. Beautiful day. I've never seen that many vatos in one spot, and nobody was mad. Nobody was trying to say, hey man, you from the wrong barrio. Yeah, fuck you, fuck your ass. It ain't none of that. None of that. We just in there deep. The only problem was they saw my mask. I put some people on alert, and then other people that understood, they gave me that look like it's gonna be okay. Some people came up and hugged me. Some people shook my hand. The bad part was one white lady saw me after we had got Burger King, and we sat down, and she had, the thing I noticed immediately, she had a wristband on her wrist. She didn't look good. Her wrist was all messed up. She looked at me immediately and got up, disgusted, threw her food away and walked away. That's what messed up my day when I saw that. And I pointed out to my girl, and she was just like, some people just ain't gonna get it. There's nothing you can do about it. But the rest of the day, we finally went to the mall. We went like 4 different places that day, trying to get stuff situated, especially with Bayonetta 2, and I was like I was saying, I was trying to get Wonderful 101 and couldn't find it. And they was like, you can download it. And I was like, I don't want to do that. Ain't nobody got time for that. I don't got downloads. Like, I want the game. You know what I'm saying? I'm old school. Give me the game. I ain't downloading jack. But anyway, we went to the one that's closer to my demographic, aka black people, white people living together. So we went to that mall. That's where I got the GameStop. They actually fixed my Wii U situation. And what I liked about when I went into GameStop, dude saw me and he instantly was like, because he caught the reference. I have on his mask saying "Cancer must die," and he was like, he just told me, he said, "Don't worry about it, man. Trish and Dante got your back." and we bust out laughing. He was like, because I was like, you know what that meant? He was like, yeah, I know what that meant. I was like, oh, that's cool, man, thanks. So we took it from there. Got my food. I've never seen so many black people look at me in my entire life. And I've been on TV before, national TV, as a kid. You've never heard of it, but I grew up in a church called Faith Temple Church and God in Christ from Omaha, Nebraska, Emmett Street, back in the day. And my mom went to this church. I was raised in this church. I was on satellite on this church. I have video footage that's floating around, but it's not on YouTube. I have to find it somewhere else, somehow, other way. But I've been on TV ever since I was 1 year old, and didn't even think it was a big deal because I wasn't thinking like a celebrity. So back then, we didn't know. I don't know no better. And then I'm looking at now, and I'm still like, I still don't know no better. But when I went to the mall, to the AKA black mall, with everybody and mama that come to that mall anyway, white, Hispanic, Muslim, I saw them all there, Asian, little white girls without their parents and acting the fools, aka, what are you doing here? I'm looking at it like that. And I was there for 4 hours, and it was the greatest experience I've ever had in my life, because people stopped and said, are you okay? I would tell them, I said, I got cancer and I'm not dead yet. That's what I kept telling them. I said, I got cancer and I ain't dead yet. And it was just like, God bless you. And I say it back. Little kids didn't understand it, but the parents did, the older people did. They explained it to them. Some people looked at me like, he's crazy, and then the other minute they was like, That's the best idea I've ever seen in my life. I was getting mixed reactions. And it wasn't to get attention. I just wanted people not to be afraid of me because I was in public. I said, yeah, we worried about Ebola, but brother, I ain't got it. And you ain't gonna get it from me, because I ain't never left the country. It was like that. So, that day went crazy and went good, and here we are. And that's why I'm talking to you today, because I feel so much better about that day. And now I'm going to move on to the other reason why I feel good today. I was worried that I was losing my memory after I got out the hospital, and my girl was worried about it too, because she'll ask me a general question like, did you take your meds today? And I'll be like, huh? And she'll flip out on me like, how are you not, write it down? Huh? I'll write it down, still don't remember I wrote it down. So I was worried, and so I did something about it today. So this is where I'm gonna go from here. Just bear with me, man. Everything I see, I'm just gonna go from there. I forgot I could draw. Literally, I forgot I could draw. I woke up, I saw this today, and I was like, I did that for Electronic Gaming Monthly. And I was so into Street Fighter at the time. Yeah, I was gonna call it Video Fighter 1.5. Yeah, there, you can't see it, but I can see it. And I used everything from '92 at that time, all the video games that were popular at the time. The biggest one was Sonic the Hedgehog, and Mario was still big. As you can see, Yoshi, I put him as Dhalsim. So just look down the line. If you know all the characters, that's great. If you don't, have somebody tell you. It's funny as hell. Hey, it's Sushi X. I'm looking at that, freaking out. Then I'm looking at my high school. Here's my cousin on the very left. If you've been following me a little bit, you will remember that I was telling somebody that my cousin had Tuskegee syphilis. That's him. Funniest dude I've ever known in my entire life. I've been looking forever for this picture, and this is him. I caught him slipping in the hallway, and then I'm looking at other pictures of me as when I was younger. Here's my mother when she had cancer. This is 8th grade, and this is what, 5th, 6th. No, this is 6th grade. I just graduated. Excuse me, can't see it. 6th grade. I'm looking like Cleveland Brown Jr. in this picture, but that's the best part. Cause I'm like, that's exactly what I said. I was like, this is Cleveland Brown, and I'm like, oh my goodness, that's bad. This is a year after I found out my mom was sick, and there's that pump. That same pump is the same pump I had taken off my body Monday. Same exact pump, and that was just driving me crazy. I never thought I would be sick because I remember this picture. This is me at 2 years old. Excuse me, no, not 2. 1. Excuse me. That was the first and last time I remember being in the hospital. I was like, because they were asking me, how often have you been sick? I said, rare. I said, the last time I was in the hospital was when I was born. And I do remember this. Remember this as clear as day. I remember the thought. I was like, what do y'all do? What is this? I couldn't convey it in English then, but I can convey it now. And I'm like, what did y'all do to my finger? The last time I was in the hospital, I got a booster shot. So when I was growing up, I thought I was invincible. And there was people I said, I told you I was born with a football in my hand. You thought I was lying. There it is, football. Anyway, I never got injured as a kid. I was roughhousing. I played football crazy, never broke a bone. If I was tired from football or didn't feel right, all I had to do was take a bath and wake up the next morning like, what we gonna do tomorrow? What's up? This is what it looked like before I got sick. This is junior year high school, and that's what I was telling people. I said, man, I would have never thought that this big head dude right here would look like the big head dude right now, sick as a dog. Never would have thought that. I'm here looking completely different. I'm wearing Tommy Hill. Tommy Hill was, we wore Tommy Hill too hard in Omaha. That's all we had until we found out Tommy Hill was like, we don't want black people wearing our clothes, and then that changed. And then proved that football history. I'm on the very right. I'm number 65. This is the first time I played football in another state for a national championship. We went all the way to Daytona Beach. Everybody in this picture said we were related to Amon Green, and everybody believed us. That was our joke the whole time we were down there. That was our biggest joke. But yeah, I won't be jumping around because I'm going by what I see. Then when I got older, man, life changed because I didn't know what to do without my mom. I didn't have that advice. So you know, I went for comfort. What was my comfort? Art. I forgot I could draw. Literally. When I woke up out of surgery, I forgot I could draw. I drew this 2001. And to explain to you guys, I never could do a comic book, but I always wanted to do character designs. These are my character designs from 2001. I forgot I could draw. It's sad because this same dude that drew this back in 2001 drew this back when Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighter came out. And I was big on, it's like the best thing you could do for me as a kid before I knew what an orgasm was put video games and cartoons together. If you did it right, oh my god, that was my orgasm before I knew what it was. So Michelangelo, that was dope, and I didn't know I could draw that well. This is me as a little kid, not knowing that. But what inspired me, man? What inspired me to be like that? My cousin Maurice. I talk about him all the time because I didn't know we could live our life differently and do whatever the hell we wanted to do. And this what did it. First appearance of Psylocke, which is not the very first appearance of Psylocke. If you know X-Men, this will put me on. And me and my homeboy talk about this comic book maybe one or twice a year, because I was just telling him, I said, why don't they do a Sinister Six? I was like, man, they can't do Spider-Man right. Do a movie about it. It should be like this. And my homeboy's like, man, they'll never do it like that. Da 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 da. And here we are. I'm looking at it. And this one really wanted me to get back into comics. Backlash. I accidentally stole this. Like, I'm dead serious. I accidentally stole this because there was an English teacher. He wanted everybody to read, and he was looking for ways to get children to read at certain age groups. And I told him, I said, I love comic books, and he was like, okay. He would bring comic books. He would go to what we have in Omaha called Dragon's Lair, and he would just go in there and he'll buy tons of comic books. And we took it from there. Some people would look, some people would ignore it. I was the one that read them every day. This will put me back on comics. Then when he got me put back on comics, this video game came out, Street Fighter Alpha. I don't know if it's probably right, it's bad right now, but if you know this cover, EGM2, yeah, that was my life right now at that time. If you had this book, I can't. You know what? Tekken had just came out for the PS2 in this book. I'm looking at this book today. I'm seeing so many misprints. They had like a Don from the wrong country. They had Rose from the wrong country. They said Rose was from America. And then I look back now and I'm like, in Street Fighter Alpha 3, they have her in Italy. Is that correct? You know, I'm guessing it now. I'm like, what's the deal? But no, it's tough. Then I find some other stuff from my childhood. Black people, y'all gonna remember this. Some white people won't. Y'all remember this book? Yeah. This one put me on something that's mad popular now that wasn't popular back then. Is that Aaron Magruder? Yeah, it is. That's the Boondocks. 98. Yeah, this came out. Let me back up. Yep. The source, June 1998. This would put me on. And the Riley that you see here is not the same Riley you see in the comic book. He's kind of like different. Huey and Riley are different. Riley back in the day was talking about Wu-Tang. And this, you never heard Wu-Tang. He's just calling Santa a bitch ass nigga. That threw me off as a kid. So I didn't understand that. And then what's that at the foot of the bed? Oh, Fantasy X2. That was the very first Final Fantasy I ever played. People were like, damn, you picked a bad one. I was like, hey, I didn't know. I didn't know any better. I actually was working at Toys R Us when I got that book, and I picked it up. It says $15.99 on there. How much I paid for it? A penny. And it wasn't because I worked there, it was because they were trying to get rid of it. I was like, okay. I got the book, bought the game, couldn't beat the game with the book, got rid of it. 10 years later, I got the game again, couldn't find that book, got rid of the game, and this year, and just realized, damn it, there was the book. I could have beat the game. Damn it, forgot. I already traded it in. I already traded it in. I don't know how I did that, but it's crazy. It's crazy. But I'm just trying to show y'all, man, I'm in a better mood. So I'm in a better mood. I'm happy to be alive today. I'm happy that I'm able to tell people that I'm still here, man. Because everybody that talked to me, and they were like, hey man, whatever you need, man, just let me know. I said, what I need from you is stop acting like I'm dead. I'm not dead. I'm right here. I'm talking to you. I'm not Jesus. I didn't die 3 days ago and came back and said what's up. I can't do that. I don't have that power. And I don't want that power. It don't belong to me. The only thing I want from y'all is to stop treating me like I'm dead. I am not dead. And the main thing that kept popping in my mind is I have so many influences, so many things I did as I was younger, before I got sick, before anybody knew me. I used to produce music, but I did it in an unorthodox way. I love video games so much that I made music off of a thing called the MTV Music Generator. Do you remember that? It came out in '99, and it was for the PS1. Yeah, a lot of y'all ain't gonna remember that. Some of y'all gonna be like, I remember that. Yeah, I've done an album off of that. When the PS2 came out and they got stronger products, Magic's Music Maker came out. This other place, the person from the UK called EJ, he put out his stuff. When it came out, it was $20. I can tell you this right now. If you were to hear some of the stuff I made off of there, you were like, that's worth 20 mil. That's how I feel about it. I'm being cocky. But if I'm gonna die, I got one wish. My one wish is people to remember me the way I want them to remember me. My bad. Old boy from Indianapolis started crying, and that threw me off. I'm like, what you mad about? You won the game. What you crying for? It was his daughter. My bad. Damn, you threw me off. You threw me off. I'll be alright. Yeah, I was talking about music. Yep, there you go. So that's what I'm probably gonna do at the end of this video. I'm gonna play some stuff. I got uh, a bonus. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Since I love video games so much, I did a track from Mega Man X6. No, X5. Y'all might know the track, you might not. I'm gonna put that up first and let y'all hear it, and then I'm gonna take it from there and let y'all hear the rest. And other than that, man, today is November the 23rd. I probably won't be able to put this video out for another couple days because our internet isn't up yet, but I'll be okay. When it is, man, I'll check up with the messages and try to keep up in contact with all you guys and with my family. My family's just figuring out that I had another life. They were like, dude, you're so quiet. You are not the same person we raised. And I said the reason why is because I got bills. Yeah, it was like the reason why I'm not who you remember I am is because I have bills now. I gotta pay the bills. And how to pay the bills was to run my mouth. Who helped me with that? Capital One, ESPN, Toys R Us. Like ESPN was the worst, but it helped the best because I think I helped them more than they helped me. Because the first time I got a QA, I literally got a QA from ESPN, and they were like, I'm not making this up. They talked to me and he was like, you're the best representative we've ever heard on the phones. You sound like you said you've been doing this all your life. And I said, they were like, do you really love sports? I said, yes, but I really love money too. Because I don't like being broke. Because I gotta watch TV, I gotta do this, I gotta live, I gotta pay bills. So they were like, wow, man, you only made one mistake. And he was like, you forgot to tell the customer to call us back if they have any problems. But he said that was the best call I ever got from you guys, and I hope you keep up the good work. A month later, I got fired. Way to go, West Corporation. Anyway, they were telling me how to do QAs, and I'm trying to tell them that's not how you do QAs. And they were saying, well, that's how ESPN wants to do it. I said, no, they don't. Because if ESPN wanted QAs done like that, you wouldn't be trying to fire me today. They fired me because I was trying to teach them how to do the stuff, but they didn't want to listen to me because they thought I was a conflict of interest or I was going to cause them to lose their job. Oh well. It's not ESPN's fault that you let me go. It's actually your fault, West Corporation. Other than that, I'll get back at you guys later, man. I'm not tired. I'm just happy. I hope y'all not tired, because I'm not. Today, I literally want to just run outside, do cartwheels. Because one thing I notice about life, when you feel like you can't do anything anymore, you change. So you want to do everything that you didn't do immediately. When I got out of the hospital from surgery, the first thing I saw was snow. You know what I wanted to do? Go in that snow. I wanted to do some Calvin and Hobbes shit right then and there. My dad was like, "Man, you better not go outside." he was cussing me out. He was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I'm about to go outside." "You ain't going nowhere." I'm like, "Damn." But anyway, I'll holler at y'all, man. Y'all stay blessed. Eat more turkey for me. This is the weirdest thing. I'm trying to get fat and can't. I have the worst diet ever, because before this I was trying to get skinny because I was tired of being fat. Now I'm the opposite. They're telling me, "Man, you are way too skinny. You're 157 pounds. You need to gain weight." Okay, I've been eating everything in sight, haven't gained a pound yet. So I might have to get on the weights to get some muscle up. So other than that, man, I'll let y'all know how I'm doing as soon as possible. Peace out.